Okay, so I try to make this is like take 2 of part 2 of the empath video. Where did I leave off the first video? But anyway, I think the picking up of emotions and feelings and that type of thing is perhaps the most common empathic ability or whatever. However, it's not restricted to that. You could also pick up on other people's physical pain, and it could be people that you have a real strong bond to, family members, children, that type of thing, friends, or it possibly could be with somebody that you might be sharing space with. You know, maybe somebody has real severe arthritis and they're sitting beside you on the train, and you know, you've started feeling this real intense pain for no reason, that type of thing. So that could also happen. Empathic ability is also not restricted just to humans. I mean, you could also pick up on kind of like the feelings or whatnot of other life forms, like animals and that type of thing. So it's not restricted, if you will. You can, you know, pick up on other things as well. So, yeah, again, just being really honest and truthful with yourself, knowing your own thought patterns, how you think, your own feelings, what's going on in your life, that type of thing is really important. Grounding and centering and meditation is really important. Just stilling the inner chatter you all got going on in your minds, kind of thing, is really important, because then you know what's going on and you're able to tell the difference between your own feelings or emotions and whatnot and something that you might be picking it up from somebody else. So yeah, that's really important. What else can I share about this? I'm just trying to think. I'll share with you 3 instances I've had with regards to picking up physical pain from other people. The one was with my dad when he had a heart attack. I felt that. The other one was I was visiting with my cousin Darcy, and her and I, we both have there's 3 of us in the family that have been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and another cousin that had been diagnosed with, instead of fibromyalgia, they diagnosed him with chronic fatigue syndrome. So there's a lot of people out there that get this diagnosis. 3 of us were diagnosed with this. We're all in the same generation. I'm thinking maybe it might be something genetic. And the 4th cousin, I'm thinking maybe he might have fibro instead of CF, but who knows. It's not something I talk about a lot. It can be really painful. You know, if you have a flare-up, as I call it, it's painful. Like it hurts to wear clothes. It hurts to lay down. It hurts to sit. You're in intense pain. Some people also develop the restless leg syndrome. That kind of goes along with that. I get something called MSSS. It's like 3 S's or something. It's multi-sensitivity. No, how is it? Multi-sensory sensitivity. No, it's MSS. Yeah. So light can have a lot of painful reaction to light, particularly in the winter time, with the snow and whatnot. Even on cloudy days, I usually wear my sunglasses. I'm pretty sensitive to light. Sometimes sound can be really sensitive to sound and whatnot. So yeah. And you just heard my son say that. He's playing Halo on Xbox Live. I don't know what he said that for, but yeah. But anyway, I was visiting her one time, and she was in this intense pain with fibro. And for her, for whatever reason, she had a lot of pain, like in her wrists, her forearms, her whole arms would hurt. And it just happened that that particular day that I was visiting with my cousin Darcy, she had this really bad pain in her wrists. And so I was visiting with her and whatnot, and we were talking about other stuff, and she didn't tell me about the pain in her wrists. You know, like I knew she was in pain in general, because you could see it on her face and whatnot. She just wasn't very comfortable and stuff. So I just wanted it to be a real quick and short visit. And my wrist started killing me when I was sitting there with her. And I ended up leaving like maybe within half an hour. And my wrists hurt like hell when I was with her. I didn't know her wrists were hurting her. And the further away I got from her, like driving in my car away from her house, the better my wrist started to feel. And then so I go back up to the farm and I give her a call. I'm like, you know, cousin, were your wrists hurting? Because mine were killing me. And so we were just talking about that, and she told me like she had a great deal of pain for that, you know, day, that particular time when I was there, and the pain was in her wrists for whatever reason. And so I was like, yeah, it hurt. And I'd feel that, you know. So that was the second time or whatever. Another time, this happened back in 1999. I was living in BC at that time, and for no reason whatsoever, my right hip started to hurt really, really bad. Like it felt like I hip checked somebody really bad, and or maybe, you know, if you fell on your hip or something like that, like it hurt so bad. I did not fall, did not bang it, did not hurt my hip in any way, wasn't doing anything naughty, but my hip was killing me. And then I was talking to my adopted sister who was living in Hawaii, and she had fallen and hurt her right hip really, really bad. And you know, she was in all this intense pain, and she couldn't walk, and she was kind of confined to her bed that day and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, that kind of explains it. So you could chalk it up as coincidence or whatever. That's cool, whatever. But yeah, I think that kind of had something to do with it. What's it good for? In my case, my background, social work. I work with people that have, usually for the most part, a lot of issues. Poverty, addictions, gangs, prostitution, homelessness, abuse, you name it, things like that. So for me, I find it to be a very, very useful tool, because I'm able to see where this person is coming from. Pretty much seeing it through their own eyes, if you will, feeling what they're feeling, just, you know, being able to really kind of step into their moccasins, if you will, and just understand what they're going through, and then being sensitive to that. And so I think anybody who works in any type of helping profession, also teachers, police officers, anybody that has to work with folks, especially in crisis type of situations, nurses, doctors, EMTs, you name it. I think people like that, if they have that kind of empathic ability, it helps them a great deal in their line of work if they utilize it in that manner. Counselors, that type of thing. And even, okay, I gotta go to part 3. I hate that.